Hi everybody, my name is Mr. Nate. I've really missed everybody, but today we are going to have an amazing time and we would continue from where we stopped in our last class. In our last class, we learned how to use the paint application to draw different objects. We learned how to draw the shapes, different shapes. We learned how to draw the house. We learned how to draw different things. Today, I am going to teach you how to draw something amazing. How many of you like to swim? Good. And how many of you have used the boat before? So today we are going to learn how to draw the boat and the paddle. The boat and the paddle. Now, don't forget that I explained how to launch the paint application already. So I'd like you to quickly do that now. Now I'm going to also do it so that we do it together. But if you don't know how to launch your paint application already, you can just watch my process and then you do it after me. So what I want to do is to locate and left click the start button and then I'll type the word paint, P-A-I-N-T, and then like I would always tell you, this is the paint application. Now I have launched my paint application. I am also going to teach you how to draw the bow and the arrow. You know the bow and the arrow, right? I'm going to show you everything. And we would use the oval shape to draw the bow. So I'll pick the oval shape. I'll come to any area, any of the drawing area. Let me start from here. I'll just draw this straight line using the curved line. Once I have drawn my straight line, I'll move my cursor to the center of this line that I have drawn. Then you drag it down just to form the curved line. Let me undo and do it again. Or let me quickly do it somewhere else. So don't forget, this is the line we are using, the curved line. You pick the curved line, you come down here, then you draw a straight line. Ensure that it's a straight line. Yes. Then you come to the center of the curve, the straight line that you have drawn using the curve tool. Then you drag it down just to form the curvy shape. I'm going to do it again. Oh, sorry. So why this happened was because I clicked somewhere else. So I am going to do it again. I'll just gently draw my straight line and then I'll go to the center and then I'll drag from the center. It's very, very easy. If you are having challenge, before you click any part of the screen, make sure you go and click this line. If you click here, for instance, it's going to spoil the shape. So before you click anything, you should first click out. Just like I just did, I'm drawing the curvy line. I'm using the curve to draw a straight line. And then I'm at the center to make it curve. I'm at the center to make it curve. Now I won't click anywhere. I will just go to the shapes and click the line tool or any of the shapes, because if you don't do that, if you click any area, it's going to spoil the shape. Please take note. If you don't understand this, repeat this video again. You would understand what I just did. Now for more emphasis, let me do that once more. Now don't forget, I said if you want to draw the curve line, you pick the curve shape, come to the drawing area, you draw a straight line, and then you go to the center of the straight line, you drag down this way. Don't click any place yet. Just go straight and click your straight line. Then you now come to the edge here, then you drag to the other edge. It's quite simple. The same thing, you come to this edge here, you drag to the other end. This is how to draw the canoe actually. Now I can decide to now draw my paddle. To draw the paddle, very easy. I'll pick the rectangle shape and then I'll draw this. This will represent like a stick, and then I'll pick the rounded rectangle. I'll draw another rounded rectangle here. This can serve as the paddle. I can draw another rounded rectangle here, which can serve as the paddle. I must try to make sure that it is the same size. And now I have my canoe or my bow and my boat and paddle. So I can color it with color brown, 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 color brown. Now I can draw the second paddle for this boat. I will just draw the stick here. I'll pick the rounded rectangle. I will draw the paddle here. I'll go to the rounded rectangle. I'll draw another paddle. This is quite easy. You may need to practice it over and over again before you can get this excellently done. But it is quite easy. So you can see I have successfully drawn my boat and paddle, or you can call it a canoe and paddle. Now I want to make it more real. So I'm going to draw like the water, and then I will draw the boat as well. So quickly, I'm going to undo everything here because I know that some of you did not really follow the class. So I'm going to do it over again so that those of us that were not listening can understand better. So the first thing I said we should do is to pick the curved line, come to the drawing area, then draw the curved line here, and then you come to the center of the curved line, you drag. Don't forget I said once you drag and you get this curvy shape, don't click anywhere, just go straight to click your line tool, and then you put your cursor at the first edge here, you drag to the other edge, good, and then you have your boat or your canoe. So I am going to use color brown. Color brown. I want to use a darker brown. I'll fill it up. I'll fill it up. Yes. Then I want to draw the paddle. I'll pick the rectangle shape. I will draw like a stick. This representing my stick. Then I'll pick the rounded rectangle, and then I will draw the paddle. I'll do the same thing, pick the rectangle again, draw another paddle here so that we can have two paddles. Then the next thing is for me to just color it. Color, fill it with color, fill it with color. And then I have my paddle. Now let me draw the water. I'm going to use my brushes, and I'm going to use the airbrush actually. Then I'll change to blue. Then I can easily sketch this. This might take me a lot of time, but I'm just trying to sketch as fast as I can. So this is seeming like the water. Seeming like the water. I'm just shading, I'm shading. And this looks like water. Now, because I don't have a lot of time to shade, I'm sure that when you try it yourself, you find it easy. You'll be able to do it more better than I have done. I believe you learned something from this class. Before we go on, let me quickly draw. I promised that I was going to teach you how to draw the bow and the arrow. So let me quickly do that. It's quite easy as well. You just pick your curve shape, you draw the horizontal line, and then you come to the center, you also drag, and then you pick the line to same way you drew the bow, the canoe, and the paddle. You do this, and then the next thing is I want to draw my arrow. So I'll just draw this across the bowl, and then I'll just use the star as my arrow. So you can see, isn't this amazing? I'm sure that if you try this out, you'll be able to draw a lot of things using the curved line, the straight line, the rounded rectangle, and then your hairbrush. Hope you enjoyed today's class. See you in my next class. But before you go, remember to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Bye for now.